Hey there everyone, this is Yui. Welcome to episode 12 of FTB Academy. This episode we're just going to progress. It's probably going to be a lot of random stuff, so let's get to it. Before we get doing quests though, let's go revisit our lovely friend in the end. Let's get out of here. Because look at all the tupas. We're probably ready to take him out, and there's some stuff I want. So let's just get rid of all these crystals. The modded Ender Dragon fight is significantly easier. Oh, I still left that. Nah, you missed. I'm not super worried about this. What is that? Is everything? Yep. Alright. Let's switch swords. And then we'll just hunt him down with our shuriken. Shouldn't be that bad. We can fly, we got good armor, we do good damage. And he's not wanting to land. That's fine. Alright. Now it's noisy. You'll see right here, there's this floating heart. When you kill him, make sure you stand by this heart. This is from Draconic Evolution. You'll need these. Make sure you get them. They take a while before they're obtainable. Yeah, man. There we go. And there it is. Make sure you get that. And then we might as well pick up the egg, I suppose. Where'd you go? Over here somewhere? There it is. If you're not too sure how to pick it up, the easiest way I find is just dig down a couple. Place the torch, break the block, and let it fall. Good enough. Now we need a couple ender pearls. And let's go get a tree thing, whatever they're called. There we go. Get our silk touch out. Pick up some coarse fruit. That way, these can actually go in a bonsai plant. You hit uses on them. Oh no, it's the, right here. These can. So let's just, there. And that'll get you ender pearls if you don't have an enderman farm. But we need end rods. So I'm just going to pick up a few. And then I'll head back to base. So I'll see you in a moment. And we're back. I went, gathered some stuff, and came back to base. So, not super sure where to go next, so we're gonna go with this one, Fusion Crafting. If you're not familiar with it, this is kind of a main crafting in Draconic Evolution, which is what we'll need to get better armor. So, we'll just make a fusion core and a crafting injector. And it will give us the rest. So I already made recipes for these a while ago. Hopefully I still have the stuff. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. There's one fusion core. And there you go. One of the energy infusers. Let's grab the rest of those, because we're going to need them. Because I want to make this, Awakened Draconium. Here, Wyvern, so we should be okay. No, we're not okay. Dang it, we need to upgrade all of these. Alright, well, let's get to that then. Let's see here. I want to try out these guys. That's the whole reason I went to the end, was for the end rods. Make a few, see what they do. Go ahead. This takes a ton of obsidian because it needs all these ender chests. One advanced test locator needs 4 chests. So that's half a stack of obsidian right there. Let's see here. Pull them out. Get a quest, which should give us another one. Let's see what these do. Oh, this one configured. NBT. They're both white. Should be okay. Let's stick it. We'll stick it right there. This will be. Let's take that off. That's not it. That was just shift right click. Maybe it needs another one. Right, let's set up the core somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. Here's good. Now for these, you're gonna set them up about on the same level. They can be close. I'm gonna put them a little. No. Yeah, sure, whatever. And 1, 2. Nope, that's it. I have cable. Yep. So each of these crafting injectors need power. The core does not. So let's set these up. Maybe setting it up by the mob farm is not a good idea. It's going to be noisy. Alright, and now we can start upgrading them. Let's see here. Draconic. So, if you notice, this fusion crafting, it has tiers. So I want to make Awakened Draconium, which is tier Wyvern level. So that means the, what is this, 7? The 7, each ingredient here represents one of the crafting injectors. So we need 7 Wyvern level crafting injectors. To make one of those, we need to upgrade the basic one. So you can always use, say, a higher tier for a lower tier. So if you want to craft this basic one, you can use Wyvern tier to craft them. So what we're going to end up doing is taking one, craft it up, and then start replacing them one by one. So let me go grab all these ingredients and I'll be back. And we're back. So I'll show you how to do one of these and then I'll probably craft the rest off camera because it takes a while. So look up the recipe. Like I said before, each of these represents one of the crafting injectors. So we need to fill them with ingredients. So I split it up, got all the parts. Now these will accept the whole stack. So make sure you need 28 diamonds. Make sure you split them up into 4 groups of 7. And then just fill up the injectors. Oh, I also put one of those advanced test locators here. I guess it's filling up with power. I don't know. We'll see. And oh, am I missing one? Oh, these blocks don't go here. Give me that. The blocks go. Oh no, the blocks do go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What am I missing? Is it really 8? It is 8. I need another crafting thing. Crafting thingy. And you just use my core for the stuff. Oh well. Alright, so what you do is you put it in here. And now you have 2 options. You can hit the start button or you can give it a redstone signal. We're just going to hit start. It's going to charge up to 100. You can't see that outside. Then once it reaches 100, it'll do some more. The little orbs will go in. Got a little lightning effect. There we go. Spin around. Till it finishes. You can always just watch it if you want. It's a pretty cool effect though. And there we go. And that'll give you one of those. So now what you do is you take out one ingredient, pick up the crafter, swap it out, put the thing back, put it in here, and start it up again. So I'll be back once I finish them all up. And we're back. I realized I was a couple short, so I made some more. And then I also realized that this kills power. Hello there, Mr. Sheep. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break from what I was planning to do, and we're going to do something over there. As you can see, I had to turn off one of these guys because my mana was dying and I couldn't fly anymore. So now we're losing power. It's slow, but it's a process. So what we got here is I have 2 farms. They are started up. They just plant canola, export it to my main storage chest. Then in my main storage area, I have 2 new exports, which are these green-brown and green-black. One exports seeds, the other exports canola. So with that, we're going to make these oil generators work from canola. I already tested it. Works decently well. We'll see how it goes. If I remember how to do this. Oh, this is a pain in the butt. So here's roughly what you're going to need. I am using 10 canola presses with 30 fermenting barrels. One press can handle 3 barrels if they are full of canola. So if you don't run out of canola, they can handle 3 barrels at a time. So I need my 2 chests, which are for the seeds and for the canola. A bucket to just play around with and get stuff set up. We're gonna need 2 observers, 2 repeaters, 8 redstone dust, 2 sets of tanks, 1 tank I have up there that are different colors. So one's going to be to hold the canola oil. No, it's there's 3 types of oil. Yeah, so one's going to hold the canola oil, and then the other will hold the empowered oil. Something like that. Then we're going to need 3 droppers, 2 fluid placers, 2 fluid collectors, a bunch of random pipes. I am using item ducts. The signalium plated item ducts, which transfer items and RF, and then fluid ducts, and then flux ducts to break up the signalium plated item ducts. So, oh, and then you need the setup for an empowerer and an atomic reconstructor and a collector. So this is everything I'm using. In addition to the 20 oil generators up here, which are using the signalium plated fluid ducts, which will transfer power from the oil generators to this energy cell, and fluid from this ender tank to the generators. Alright, so that's a lot, but let's get placing stuff. So let's start off by placing this with, I need canola, which is brown. We're gonna need some of those, and one of them, and probably my wrench. Alright, so this is going to go in a pattern like so. Here, here, and there, and then skip 3. And we're going to skip 1 here, so that's going to go there. It's going to be 3 on those ones. Yeah, there we go. It's taking me forever to set this up, so... Alright. Now with that, the canola presses just go in the little gaps. Because these, well, both the canola press and the fermenting barrel will automatically export their fluids, so you don't have to pipe them out. Oh, I need my fluid ducts. All but 3. Pretty sure it's all but 3. Well, let's find out. Here and... Okay. I need my 1 tank. This will just go in the middle to take everything in. And that'll be... Is that right? I guess so. Okay, so it's refined canola oil. So now if we give... Do I have the other chest? Here it is. Let's put this down. It doesn't super matter where. I'll put it here. Actually, it almost matters. Well, it doesn't actually. This is where I have the connection for the empowerer. We'll get there. Alright, but if we take some canola, these machines already have power from before, but if you give it some canola, it will automatically generate the canola oil. It'll get exported to the barrels, which will make the refined canola oil. So it splits it up automatically for itself, and that'll go into this ender tank. Now these pipes here are to power the presses because they need power. Oop, not you. And a few more. Alright, so this side is done. This will take... Oh, wait, we need a servo. Then it's done. I already had the servo. We're going to leave it off for now, but we are going to switch this to round robin. I don't want it generating oil just yet. Alright, next, let's set up the empowerer, which will be... something like that. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. And then these guys will go here to connect the power, but not the items. That's why I'm using the flux ducts instead of the Signalium plated item ducts. Now we need our test locator, which is how we're going to get power over to the system, which is just connected both up there and over there for now. We're going to swap the one at our main machines over there to input mode only. Okay, now let's set up the empowerer. This goes in the middle. I'm going to take my wrench and disconnect this just so there's no confusion with it. It should not be accepting the items that this one can, or that the display stand can, but the thermal foundation round robin thing might mess up. Range collector goes right here, right next to this display stand. Now we need the reconstructor, a pressure plate, and one dropper. and we'll take out the hopper in this crate. I have this for buffer reasons. I honestly don't know if it's going to be needed. I'm just doing it for safety. And then disconnect this plate also when it connects. Alright, that's the power mostly set up. Mostly, I say. Now we need the reconstructor. Sure, that'll work. Yeah, that's how I had it. Reconstructor here. On pulse mode, the dropper on deactivation mode. Make sure the modes are correct because it can mess you up. Alright, and then you'll have to take one of your seeds and run it through this. So that way you can set the filter on this range collector for crystallized canola seed, whitelist only. Now the range of these is 6. So we're going to have to use that to set up the rest of this stuff. We need this power cable to connect the reconstructor. And then we pretty much need everything else. Oh, this chest just goes here with a servo. And we will set this to round robin. Decrease it all the way down to 1, then increase it by 1. So it's 2. This is necessary because we need 2 seeds for the dropper. One will become empowered and the other will change the the refined canola oil into crystallized oil. So don't worry if this doesn't make sense, just follow along. That's what it does, though. Alright. We can set up... We could put a couple pipes down here. So that'll be one, and the other one will end up coming right above this slab. Good. And then this one will go here and over. There we go. Right above this slab. Then take your hammer and disconnect this. This will get a servo. Set it always on. That'll extract the empowered canola seed, right? This one. Yeah, the empowered canola seed. So when it's done, it'll extract that and it'll throw it over here. Well, to nothing yet, but we're getting there. Now we need our 2 placers, our 2 droppers, our 2 collectors, all our redstone stuff. The torch is for you to, we're just going to take everything, to swap the pulse mode and deactivation mode. So we're going to take the observers, and they're going to go 1 space away from here. Except they're going to be facing that way. Yes. Alright. Now we need a fluid placer. I already set this up, so some of them have it. Refined canola oil goes here. And then the other one... Is that the right stuff? Crystallized oil. Yes, it is. Let me dig down, because we need our droppers. They are going to go here. And over here. So now the pipes that we just placed before connect to these droppers. It's a complicated process, but we're going from basically tier 1 power to tier 2 will be happening here, and then this will be tier 3, and then that'll get exported upstairs. Okay, so we need these collectors. We'll go here, and this one will go here. Okay, so now redstone modes. Both placers and both collectors need to be on pulse mode, but the droppers need to be on deactivation mode. Now what we're going to do is we're going to... I'll just set up the redstone. It's going to look like this. Swap this to 4 ticks. And do the exact same on the other side. The placer gets the repeater. And the collector just gets the dust. Okay, now we need the refined canola oil. Goes right on top of the fluid placer. Swap, right click on this guy. It'll automatically export to the fluid placer. Get your bucket. Break this redstone for a second. Take a bucket and place it there. That's just to preemptively get it started. Put your redstone back, and that's good to go. So now when the crystallized canola seed goes out, one will go here, then one will go to this dropper, immediately get dropped and convert this oil over. When it gets converted, it'll send a signal through the observer, which will first trigger the collector, and then on a slight delay, it'll trigger the placer. So that way it'll come back to this resting position. Now we just place our fluid ducts here to connect this collector to that placer. That way its tank just empties out over here. Now we're going to do the same thing here. I don't have anything, so I'm just going to plop the torch down to trigger it since I didn't have a bucket of it. And then there, that can go back. Now this will automatically export again. And this is our ender tank that is linked up to the generators. Alright, now what's the servo for? What am I missing? There. The collector. This collector servo needs to be set to 1 round robin. This one can always be active. Alright. So with that, it's set up. So a quick recap. Ender chest with exported canola from our main computer. This will be set to round robin. A full stack is fine. Right now I have it disabled, but when we get started, we'll turn that on. That just will fill all those in, which will automatically export to the fermenting barrels, which will automatically export to these pipes, which will come to this tank. This tank is linked to right here. Not very far, but this is set to output mode, which means it'll fill up the placer. Now then, when we get enough seeds in this chest, it'll send 4 out to the display stands. Then it'll send 2 out to this dropper. The collector will pick up the crystallized seeds. It'll send 1 to this crate, then 1 to this dropper back here, which will empower or crystallize the oil, which will transfer it over here, and it'll wait. The one that's in the crate, crystallized seed in the crate, will get exported to the hopper, which will get into the power, and then once those other 4 seeds, if you look up the recipe here, it's just 4 regular seeds, and the crystallized seed gets you the empowered seed. Then once it's empowered, it'll automatically get exported, dropped into this one, and then it'll make empowered oil, which will get picked up and then exported. And that's it. So let's see if it works. We'll turn this on. I have no idea what's going to happen if this gets stuck, so let's find out. Do round robin ignored. Take your ring off for this. That doesn't look right. It sounded like it made way too many to begin with. Well, that looks okay-ish. Then I should drop it down. Push the oil, pick it up, replace it. Same thing on this side. Incoming seed. Drop it down. Yep, and then replace it, and that gets exported here. Now we can go up here and just swap this to export mode. Now suck it all down, fill up all these tanks, and start generating power. And hopefully that'll fix the problem. Let's swap this guy over. This energy cell is dying. Input on the back. Export on the bottom? Yeah, sure. Alright. So now everyone should be happy. So this is now my energy buffer right here. Seems to be okay, because we're exporting to there. And this one's just an energy buffer for the main stuff. Is that going up or down? It's hard to tell. I don't know. And we got power here? Yes. Alright. So, we're good. I know it's a lot. So re-watch it if you hard time following. But that's basically jumping all the tiers for the oil. And theoretically you can scale this up if you need to. Anyways, that's about it for this episode because I wasn't anticipating doing this yet, but we had to get it done. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.